Hey, I'm Dr. Dave and welcome to the Good Life Lab. Today I'm going to talk about a combination of things: depression, winter blues, cognitive behavioral therapy. I'm a therapist, if I haven't met you yet, and coach and a former college professor. And so on this channel, the Good Life Lab, we look at tools, tips, and techniques to help improve our lives, our mental health and well-being. And I use myself as kind of like a guinea pig to share my experiences and what's helped me through the years in my mental health and well-being. And lately last couple of days, it's middle of January, so the kind of winter blues has an impact on me. I've done a lot to overcome that throughout my years, but it creeps back in. Also, I'm turning 60 in a couple weeks, like 2 weeks from today, so that's also having an impact. I was looking forward to it. I have been the milestone year, and also the year ahead that I've planned, but last couple days I've just woken up feeling kind of lousy, and just some of my thinking is not real helpful. So I'm going to walk you through a process that I use for myself and for my clients called cognitive behavioral therapy. It's also kind of been updated, and another psychiatrist kind of came up with this acronym called ANTS, or automatic negative thoughts. So I'm going to take you through a process that I'm using on my own thinking, and I'm going to try to share my screen and kind of go step by step through this and share a few ideas around how to maybe address your own negative or counterproductive thinking, and how that can, if you can change some of that, take some time to look at it, that can really make a difference in your mood and outlook on life. So I'm working on that for myself in real time as I approach 60, and I want to share some of what I'm doing to help myself. So the first kind of foundational part of this is that the idea is that our thinking affects our emotions, which impact our behavior, and that also contributes to or affects our thinking. So our beliefs and what we tell ourselves about ourselves in the world causes certain feelings. And then sometimes we think when we feel something, it's just, we have no control over it, it just kind of happens. But there's actually some stuff behind that, some self-talk and beliefs that we have that kind of trigger those feelings. And the feelings and also the thoughts trigger some behaviors. So anger, frustration, those all kind of can be traced back to, a lot of times, to beliefs. So there's this cycle of beliefs, feelings, and behaviors which all kind of interact with each other. So that's kind of foundational to cognitive behavioral therapy. And I'm going to take you through this process, this ABCDE process, to observe, analyze our thoughts, my thoughts in this case, and then how I'm going through this process to change some of my thinking, and which will hopefully help me feel a little better and just make a difference in my outlook in life. And it's really helped. I've struggled with depression throughout my life, and this is one of the main tools that has helped me. But it's not something that you can just do once. You have to do frequently and kind of ingrain in your outlook and mindset. So, but it is an effective tool. It's evidence-based. It's something that's been done kind of for years, decades, really, and proven to work on anxiety, depression, and lots of other things. So let's walk through this. I'm going to share my screen here and then kind of just walk you through some of what I'm kind of processing for myself. So like I said, I'm going to share my screen and kind of walk you through step by step some of the things I'm doing to manage my own thinking. So you'll see here, A stands for activating event. You kind of think about what's happened that maybe triggered your thought or feeling about something. It could be something that stressing you out, something that's getting you down. For me, in this case, I woke up feeling a bit sad, and as I mentioned, thinking about turning 60 and kind of my life impact in the year ahead. Those are some things that just have been in my mind. And also, the winter time has an impact as well. So, and the belief in this case is stands for what is my negative self-talk, or what's my belief? What am I clinging to or holding on to? What do I kind of come back to over and over in my thoughts? And so I just to summarize it, I'm not marking this milestone birthday with others very well. I don't think I am at first glance. That's kind of one of the thoughts I'm thinking. And that turns into I don't matter as much as I hoped. That's kind of the core belief. I think it's kind of getting me down is this milestone birthday, I don't, it's coming, the belief underlying it all is just I don't matter as much as I hoped. So the C stands for consequence. What am I feeling? What is my behavior as a result of my beliefs? As I mentioned, the beliefs affect your feelings and your behavior. So I feel lousy, sad, accusatory, judgmental of others for not maybe planning something with me. Limited in my perspective. I'm not seeing the big picture. I was telling somebody the other day, I don't even remember what I did at 50. So why do these milestone birthdays sometimes seem so much more important than they actually are? I feel isolated, and drawn inward. And then the D, it stands for dispute. And is thinking, is there an alternative way of thinking here that is reality based? So to kind of go off script a little bit here, one thing I think about here at D is the ANTS acronym that I mentioned, the automatic negative thought. So there's a number of automatic negative thought kind of filters that we think about, and I'll share with those on the screen as well. Like all or nothing, we kind of magnify things, a lot of just common beliefs that get in the way of us thinking constructively or reasonably about things. We just kind of blow things out of proportion. So I'll share my screen here again and a little bit about the kind of automatic negative thoughts, walk you through a few. I mentioned all or nothing thinking, viewing situations in black and white categories without recognizing any middle ground, overgeneralization, taking a single event and generalizing it to your entire life. So this might be apply in my situation. So there's turning 60, feeling like I'm not making an impact, and I'm generalizing that to my entire life, that because I'm not being celebrated maybe in the way that I would hope, and I don't know, maybe there are things planned that I don't know, that means I don't matter, so I'm overgeneralizing. Mental filter, focusing exclusively on the negative aspects of a situation while ignoring any positive ones. So you can see, I'll kind of just scroll down here and let you see, and also provide this link to you as well. Some of the troubling kind of negative thoughts that get in the way, and oftentimes they're, like the acronym says, and they're automatic. They just happen naturally. We don't think about them, and we don't even know where they come from. They're just kind of there naturally, and we have to fight against those automatic negative thoughts to be more constructive and positive. The D, which stands for dispute, the alternate kind of way to think about it for myself is there is evidence to prove that I matter. I have letters, past birthdays, conversations with people, family, friends. There's a history of impact, and that I do make a difference and matter to people. But for whatever reason, I get stuck sometimes, perhaps something from growing up, or I don't know where it comes from necessarily, just has been there. I at these milestone moments, I tend to think that I don't matter as much as I would like. So, and the last step in this is to create an effective new belief, which stands for E. So what new belief can I tell myself that would counter the old belief? And I just I'm writing down, I am valued and will be marking my birthday with others throughout the year. So even though I may not have a significant event planned for my actual birthday on the 28th of January, I do have events planned, significant events planned throughout the year, and I will plan additional ones just to kind of mark my 60th birthday, which is helping. It helps kind of alleviate some of the sadness and to focus on those things that are more constructive and productive and positive is helping. So that's kind of the process I'm going through for myself. There are other things I've done and I'm doing. Like after this, I'm going to go for a walk, even though it's really cold out. Get outside. That really helps in the wintertime for me. Also, I've mentioned in previous posts gratitude. I've done these gratitude projects and long-term projects which really transformed my thinking, where I wrote letters of gratitude to people. So those are some things that have helped me battle, push back some of this seasonal depression. And I hope it's of help to you as well. And that's the challenge for you I'm going to put out, is to walk through this process for yourself, this ABCDE process, when something troubling comes up. And it really does help to share it with others. If you have a therapist or a friend, you can kind of walk this through together. It really does make a difference if it's something you do, not just with yourself, by yourself, but also talk it through with somebody else. So put that out as a challenge for the week, and I will see you next time.